Cool, you got 3 to 5 minutes to share your story, the ups and downs, and I'll give you a 1-minute cue when you're starting to reach 5 minutes.
All right, to share my story. All right, from birth.
From the beginning to now.
From beginning to now. From the beginning that I could not even recollect, but as the story goes, I was born in England to a mother from Canada who's Ukraine and Native American, and a father who's African American, slave ancestry, from California. From England, I moved to Canada, to Ottawa, Ottawa to California, California to New Mexico, where I did most of my formal education. And from there, you know, being of my skin color, you know, I went through some times of racism. Those were some downtimes to learn about myself, to learn about identity, like who am I? Because I didn't see color until it was mentioned to me. And when it was mentioned to me, I became what people said I am. And then through progressions and through years, you know, I was learning about my heritage. Like, okay, I'm Ukrainian, I have Native American blood, I have African blood. And the further I delved into history, you know, I would take it back that far. And most of us do. We just take it back that far, maybe to our great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents. But then it was like, okay, let's go a little bit further, and then a little bit further, and a little bit further. And it was just like, the further I went back, it's like everybody's mixed. You know, you go to Vikings, and then you go to Egyptians, and then you go like, further you go, everyone's African, and the further you go, like everybody's this spirit, this soul that is of no shape, of no size, of no color. It's just pure. And then suddenly I became that. And you know, my story as of now is like I'm into the yoga arts, and however far that goes back. It could be India, it could be Egypt, it could even go down to Africa. But what it gives me is like this transcript of being a human being. You get to learn about breath, meditation, the way the mind's working, how you behave, and I'm learning so much about myself. I'm in the process of it, you know, for the past 2.5 years, and it's opened so much for me. And you know, yoga means union, and it's just like it's creating this. It's doing what it says on the tin. It's creating this union of self, and then also union with others. Because like when I learn to love myself, then I can love others. I was talking to Nick earlier, who's behind the camera, and we were talking about. The conversation came up about love, I think it was, and then when I think about and I look at everybody that I've met so far in my life, and I look about the struggle that all of us share. For me, it's the meaning of life. Is love. Is to learn how to love. Is to learn how to love ourselves, or learn how to love each other. It always comes back to that. We're all here to learn that acceptance. That's what we all want. You know? And the very basis and core recipe of that is love. Beginning to end. So yeah, I'd say that's where I'm at in the present moment. With all my choices that I've made, led up to me being a great abundance of gratitude for people that I've been surrounded by, and in this place in London, you know, through all of my traveling. And all of my traveling was led by my passion that I had at that moment. Things are constantly changing, but it's the passion that drives me to wherever I go. You know, like it's Earth, you know, like it's my entire planet. It's not an invisible line that's a particular country. It's like it's beyond that. It's nobody's. It's everybody's. You know. So yeah, I think that sums me up, man.
Cool. In life, what are some things that you stand for?
In life, what do I stand for? Love. Like no fear, love. Like I practice it. Like it's a practice. Like I can't do it every single time in the moment yet. I'm trying to create this brain pattern that all that comes out of me is love. You know, like if something comes up where there's anger, it's like with love. So it's like that's it for me. That's what I stand for. Like that's all we need. You know, that's the purpose of life. And once you have that, you can create and do anything. You know, that's when abundance comes to you. You know, when you're in the middle of love, when you're in the middle of it, everything just comes to you. It's a magnet. It's the law of attraction, if you like. And yeah, that's what I stand for.
Cool. If all the children in the world were listening to you right now, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Yeah, I'll tell them exactly that. You know, like the very meaning of life is to learn to love, and then when you learn to do that, you get to enjoy the splendors of this playground called Earth, where you can create and do all these wonderful things. You know, like as a child you used to do, and like you can have that for the rest of your life. You know, there's no like growing up and being an adult. Like these are just words to confine us. Like you could be just love and just go out and enjoy and change your mind and do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, there's no such thing as real jobs and other things like that. These are all words that you can redefine to work for you in a new way. The world and the earth is yours. Do what you like with it, you know? Make it abundant again, you know? Enjoy yourselves.
Cool.
Do what speaks to your heart.
Nice. How do you feel after sharing a part of your story?
I feel invigorated right now. I'm like buzzing, I'm vibrating, you know, because like a chance to share yourself and having that opportunity, you know, to share, it just fills me with joy.
Cool.
Just to think about like what the future has, you know, and hold for us, and what's to come. It's just beautiful.
Nice. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you, brother.